Hello everybody and welcome back to Amity Bloom. It has been an incredibly long time since I've created a video. Before I get into all of the current projects and journals that I've been working on, I want to actually share the reason as to why I pretty much took a good break during the summer. Those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that my mom and I are best friends. Amity Bloom would not be possible if it wasn't for my mom. We work together, we create together. We did have a cancer scare a couple of months ago. My mom is perfectly healthy now, which is why I'm in a better headspace. We're still going through the doctor and making sure that everything's okay. So instead of focusing on products and the washi and kits and journals, I focused only on my mom, helping her get through the things she needed to get through, being there for my family. And then, unfortunately, as we were getting over that hurdle, my grandpa passed away from my dad's side, and my grandpa from my mom's side also had a surgery, so there is a lot of health things going on. My family and I are already very close. I live 7 minutes away from my parents. My parents are my best friends. When something happens in the family, we become this very close unit and everybody comes together. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to get emotional. It was a difficult time for my dad as well because my grandpa's passing brought up many emotions for him, and then that combined with my mom and her health, it very much affected me, and I just wanted to focus on my family. By now we would have had the washi tape release, and I was planning a class and so many things, but all of that stopped. It was a time that all of my energy really had to go to my family and also myself. Even if everything is going well in my life, if my loved ones are experiencing losses and, a tough time, it impacts me very much. I can't focus on, my art, and it becomes a priority for me to be there for them and help them. And now I notice that the most important thing in life is to be happy, to maintain your positivity, and to help those that you love, your loved ones. Be there for them, because at the end of the day, your family can be your blood family, relatives, friends, anyone really that fills your heart with love, with warmth. That is where the importance of life comes from. However, on the bright side of all of this, because there's always a bright side, what happened is that my mom and I focused on sweet little projects that really fulfilled our hearts. During this time, my mom was knitting and crocheting a lot because it brought her happiness, it brought her peace. We ended up creating some very special little things that are going to be turned into journals, but this is just a little treat from my mom. Our project isn't finished, but I couldn't resist. I just wanted to share this. I think it's the most adorable thing. And there's also a digital collection and products that go along with it. But we're taking our time, as it's a passion project that we're fully enjoying. So for the projects that I have actually been working on, I am back to designing the new washi. During this time, I have still been working on this journal. All I have to do is create the spine, and then I have changed some pages on the inside. Here are some of the materials that I'm going to be using to create the spine. I'm going to be doing some embroidery, some beadwork, and then I do want to add some pages in here from the newest kit. This is another journal that I've been working on, just collecting all of the elements right now, using some of the digitals that are already in my shop, but also test printing a new kit that is actually in my shop now. If you'd like to take a look at it, I will be filming a process video and projects on how I use the new kits that I've been working on. But I love the theme of it, and it kind of inspired this whole story and idea with this journal, and of course using velvets, browns, pinks. It's going to be a really pretty journal, and I'm so excited because I'm not used to using these colors. This is the journal that I've been using as my personal journal, documenting the everyday moments. This journal is pretty much finished. I journaled a lot. I have a couple pages left to do. This journal will forever be special to me because this is where I was using a lot of my washi tape. I will link below the Etsy shop that I purchased this journal from. The spine was originally different, but my dog actually bit a part of the spine, and so I had to reinforce it. But I love supporting other journal makers, and when I can, I love buying journals that really speak to me. I've also been using my mini Artist in Bloom as an art journal. So I have already shared this journal before. I don't have it completely filled up yet. There's a couple pages. My art journal has been a very special place for me. I love this page so much. And it's actually a little lace pocket here. This book is filled up with a lot of sentiments, and then of course I do some journaling on the side. This journal here is a journal that I also purchased from an Etsy seller. I decorated the spine with some sari trim, some beautiful lace, some Victorian lace, and then a little star. I'm loving adding these little gold stars to everything. And then I have this little charm, hopefully you can see it, of an angel. And this book essentially is like my prayer book. I do believe in angels and in God, and it helps when you're going through a difficult time, especially when, things are out of your control regarding health or even a passing of someone that you love. It helps so much to document that, to journal about it, and to talk to, your guardian angels. So that's a very personal book. I might not share the pages inside of this, and I have photos in there. It actually started with this book here. So this book was one I found from the thrift store. It cost me $2. And I typically don't go for this style of a journal. I like making my own. To me, it was just like a symbolic thing. And all I wanted to do was get my feelings and my thoughts down. So this book was actually a prayer book where I would pray, for my mom, for her health. I'd pray for my family, and I would write it down in this book. So these books, even though they're very tiny, are incredibly special. Now this journal I found at an estate sale. We've been going, my mother and I, every Friday to an estate sale locally near us. Just simply going and finding treasures, and then your mind starts thinking of ways that you can use those treasures creatively. So I found this at an estate sale. It belonged to a sweet, sweet lady, and it was never used. So in here, this is just my writing journal. This here is a journaling card from my newest kit, her story, which I will be sharing, of course, later on. It's in the shop if you'd like to take a look. I just add Polaroids, photos, ephemera, and then of course I do journaling, but a lot of it is very personal. Here's more of like a scrapbook. This is more of like my Dear Diary kind of a notebook, and then once I finish this, then I will use another one. I just feel so inspired with life and so grateful and happy. And I really hope that you guys see that in the future projects and art that we will be creating. Both my mother and I want to thank you so much for those who reached out during this time, for understanding why we were gone for a bit. Just know that if you're going through something, if you're going through a difficult time, it always gets brighter. Always. And look at the screen. As I'm talking about this, the sun came out and it's even brighter than before. So life is beautiful and you go through some sad parts, but know the importance of life. Know to be grateful, to have hope. Always try to see the light, even when it's a little bit dark. I will be back very soon, as I want to post a video every week, as I've missed filming for the longest time, and I just want to create projects again, share them on camera, and connect, because it means the world to me to have this amazing community and be a part of this community that not only is a beautiful community and we work with beautiful things, but that has so much meaning in it. And it's very therapeutic to create journals, make journals, and then to use your journals to document either your stories or what you're really going through. It's beautiful. I love it. And I love all of you. My mother and I are sending you guys so much love, so much peace. And we can't wait for the next video to create something beautiful with all of you. Until next time, I will see you all very soon. And I'm sending all my love.